Alright, these are the seeds I'm going to be planting in the next seed flat. Early corn, cucumbers. I'm going to be using these for canning. Then I got 3 different varieties of lettuce. This is iceberg head lettuce. And then I'm also going to be planting some of my own saved red sweet peppers, and I got some green peppers in this bag. I'm going to be planting those. I have some of these seed pods. They're 6 pods wide by 12 pods long. I'm going to be just filling them up with my potting mix. This is recycled, composted potting mix that I had from last year. I put it into these big 7-gallon totes, keep in my greenhouse so I have it, and it's defrosted, I guess you could say, for the next year's plants. Okay, I got my soil into my seed starters. Now I'm going to take my highly sophisticated tool here and poke a hole in each one so my seed will fall down in and have ample soil to cover it over. So I'm planting some corn right now. It's heirloom sweet corn. I'm planting it in here, and then I'll be transplanting it out into my garden. The reason I'm planting this so early is, number one, I have a greenhouse, so it's going to keep the seeds warm. Number two, it is desirable to have your corn come ripe at different times, especially if you're using it for eating. If you're just going to hole in the cob, whether it be at a barbecue or for dinner or whatnot, it's nice to have some corn ready to go. And if you plant it all at the same time, it's usually all ready within a week or so of each other. So I'm just planting 3 rows. They're 3 by 6, so I'm going to be planting 18 corn plants for now. And then I'm going to move on to my next plant. Now, I'm going to label this so I don't forget what I planted there, because I'd hate to plant corn plants in the middle of cucumber plants or squash plants or tomato plants. So anyway, heirloom sweet corn. Sweet corn it is. Now, I believe I'm going to plant some of my pepper plants. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I have some pepper plants here in my greenhouse that got frozen back at Christmas time. I was hoping to overwinter them, but it's not looking too promising as of right now. So, I'm going to plant some more pepper plants just in the case that they don't come back. Now, these are seeds that I've saved from a red pepper. They're nice sweet red pepper. It was actually a really good red pepper that I had gotten. So we decided to save all the seeds from it, dry them out, to use this year. Now, what I'm doing with this is I'm just going to put 2 seeds in each of the holes that I made. Chances are I'll have 2 plants and I'll have to thin them out. However, I'd rather thin them out than not have one grow and have an empty seed pod. Well, my marker open. I'll do my green peppers. Now, lettuce seeds are a little bit difficult to try to use here because they're so small. It's almost like a grass seed. So, very carefully, I'm going to put just a couple into each hole, and chances are I'll have to thin them out later on. Now, blue kale seeds look a lot like broccoli seeds. So, they're small, they're round, and they're difficult to try to grab a hold of. So I'm just going to pour some out into my hand. I'm going to pour some out into my hand and just take a couple and sprinkle them into each hole. I'm putting about 2 in each hole Sometimes, you know, a little bit more goes in. If it does, it does. You're never going to try to find it and get it out, so you might as well just allow it to go. And you'll probably have to thin them down, which is no big deal. You know, if you get 2 plants, you want to prune off the one that's weaker. Alright guys, that's it for now. I have my veggies planted and on the heat mats, so in 2 weeks I'm going to start planting some more veggies so I can make a cycle every 2 weeks for probably the next 6 weeks-ish. So anyway, I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me.